So good morning children. In the previous class we have studied, we have given the introduction of ecosystem and we come to know that ecosystem is self-sustaining unit. Ecosystem can be small or large, whatever may be the size. You can consider as the entire universe as one ecosystem, or it can be a small ecosystem. We have studied some of the naturally existing ecosystem, and there are some anthropologically made or human made ecosystem, like the aquarium which we have, or like the field in which we have agriculture. Those are also considered as a ecosystem because they got some biotic factors, abiotic factors, and there is a balance. Of course that balance we does not let it stay continued, because we are not letting most of the thing to be decomposed there. Before that they are removed and they are sold in the market in the form of grains and in the form of fodder and all, and that is why every time we have to add manure and fertilizers from external sources. But whatever it is, they are also considered as a part of ecosystem. Okay, so then ecosystem, we have studied that whatever the ecosystem, there are four components of the ecosystem. One is the productivity, second is decomposition, third is the flow of energy, and the fourth one is the mineralization or minerals, cycling of nutrients. So that is these are the four parts. After that we have already studied about productivity, and we have studied that the productivity is the most important thing, because the ecosystem, or at least living organism, the biotic factors, they are there because of the energy which is produced by the producers. And what is meant when we talk about the energy production, that is the conversion of inorganic substance like carbon dioxide and water into organic substance like proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamin, DNA, RNA, hormones, etc., whatever. So they all are organic in nature. They are not only required for energy purpose, but they are also body building. That is, our body is actually made up of those organic substances only. In case of plants it is made up of cellulose, and in case of animals it is primarily made up of proteins and lipids. So they are very important. Unless the product producers are there, neither will have body structure nor will have energy. But in this chapter we are putting more stress onto the energy instead of body structure. Then we have studied there are two types of productivity, that is the primary productivity, gross primary productivity, and net primary productivity, which is produced by the plant. The gross one is the total amount of energy which is produced or fixed by all the producers in any given habitat or ecosystem. Okay, whereas the net primary productivity is that a certain amount of this energy produced by the plants is used for their own respiratory activities, for maintaining temperature, or for the movement of the food, or for some other purposes, whatever it is. So for that some of the loss is there. Plant also do respiration and the animals करते ही हैं, so that loss will be there. If we consider that the NPP, GPP minus R is equal to NPP, that is the net primary productivity. Net primary productivity, and that also in the dry weight is more important, and the units which we have studied for that is gram per square meter per year, or kilogram per square meter per year, or kilocalorie per square meter per year. ठीक है. Then we have studied that the gross productivity and whatever the productivity, that further depends on several factors. Factors क्या थे? वो factors थे कि वो हो सकता है कि what kind of plants are there. Then the factor can be like that is how much nutrients are available or water available and all. ठीक है. तो वो सारे मिलकर के उसका फैक्टर मतलब वो बना रहे थे. नाउ फिर हम डिकम्पोजिशन पे आ गए थे. फिर डिकम्पोजिशन के लिए हमने पढ़ा दैट इज तो फिर हमने पढ़ा कि वेरियस सब्सटेंसेस कौन से हैं वहाँ पे. वो फ्रेगमेंटर्स हैं. फ्रेगमेंटर्स के बाद में जो स्टेप्स आती हैं क्या है. सबसे पहले फ्रेगमेंट, सपोज द लीटर फॉल इज देयर, सपोज लीव्स इज फॉल फेल फ्रॉम ए प्लांट. सो सबसे पहले कौन होंगे? द अर्थवर्म विल कम एंड टिक 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 टिक, and the cockroach will come cut 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 cut, and the other organisms may be there, they will be just biting it. So they bitten by the some of the organisms, they are fragmenters. and when bitten, some pieces will be falling onto the earth. When the rainwater comes or any other water is there, that will dissolve some of the minerals and will take it deep in the soil. Once it goes deep into the soil and not be available for the plants to use, that is called leaching. Okay? So then leaching will be there, then the remaining substances will be there, that will be decomposed by the action of other microorganisms and fungi, and this process requires oxygen, and the decomposition with the help of microbes and fungi, it is called catabolism. And the catabolism will lead into the very small pieces. After that, the microbes will continually act on it, and that will be changed into a amorphous, practically less soluble substance, that is called humus. Humus has a very important role because humus are full of organic substances or the minerals, or sorry, nutrients for the plant. Plus, humus increases the soil's the composition or quality. Third, humus has water holding capacity. Fourth, humus makes the soil little bit porous. Okay? So that is why humus is very important. And then over a period of time, the microbes will continue to act on that. That will change them into minerals, basic minerals, maybe calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, sulfur, etc. Whatever are there. So that is called mineralization. So these are the 4 important steps of decomposition. Today we shall study about energy flow. Now, what is energy flow? We have studied that all the organisms which are there in ecosystem beside plants, the others, decomposers को भी छोड़ दीजिए, बाकी जो भी है consumers, they are conduits of the energy. That is, energy passes in them, they are just like acting just a pipeline in which any substance you add from here and will come out from there. Okay? Similarly, the plants are there which have produced something, herbivores went and eat there. Then the first carnivore will eat on that, then the secondary carnivore, then third carnivore. So the energy is flowing through that. Okay? And at this energy, the flow of energy is not a what you call 100% efficient. The energy is leaking out. Now, what form it is leaking out? The energy is leaking out in the form of heat, in the form of some other like sound or some other form. All these actually heat, sound को भी हम heat में मान लेते हैं because when we do some activity, some heat is generated. So ultimately we consider it the heat. Or this energy which is lost from the living beings are not used by any other organism, and that is why sometimes we consider that the flow of energy is unidirectional. पढ़ते हैं सर, except for the deep sea hydrothermal ecosystem, sun is the only source of energy for all the ecosystem. वो जो नीचे वाले हैं, they are using the geothermal energy, they are very small fraction, उसको हटाइए. बाकी the entire earth, the ultimate source of energy is sun. And of the incident solar radiation, less than 50% is photosynthetically active radiation. That you must have studied in physics. The total light which is coming from the sunlight is having a certain portion as the infrared, certain portion as the ultraviolet, and in between the light is there which we can see by our own eyes. Now remember, the photosynthetically active radiation is the same amount of light, the same wavelength of the light which we can see, luckily. There are other organisms which can even see the ultraviolet, and there are some organisms which can even see the infrared. We are not bothered about them. There are some organisms which are able to see. ठीक है, those portions even. हमको तो नहीं दिखता. We cannot see, and that is why we have called them, according to our definition, we said the infra or ultra, according to our vision ability. ठीक है, and luckily the portion of light which we can see can be used in photosynthesis also. So हमने उसको कह दिया photosynthetically active radiation. And of the photosynthetically active radiation, sometime when we use spectrum, we get VIB, GY or R. तो वो विबग्योर हमको मिल रहा है. Of the विबग्योर, the maximum used light is actually red and then violet, and this side light. But somehow all the portion of light, little bit or other, some portion percentage or other percentage it is used. These lights are absorbed by some of the pigment and they are passed to the chlorophyll A for photosynthesis to be carried out. So it is written that only 2 to 10% of the incident light, plant capture only 2 to 10% of the PAR, and the small amount of energy sustain the entire living world. ठीक है, केवल this much of light, because a large portion of light are either night for not falling into the plant, or they may be reflected back, or they may be of some such form which are not very much useful. ठीक है, like green light mostly reflected back. ठीक है, so उसको क्या यूज करें, तो ओनली 2 to 10%, तो वी कंसिडर इज 2% अगर बोल रहे हैं तो 2% ऑफ PAR लिखा है यहाँ पे, क्या लिखा है, प्लांट कैप्चर ओनली 2% ऑफ PAR, एंड PAR इज ऑल्सो ऑलमोस्ट हाफ ऑफ द टोटल लाइट, सो दैट मीन्स 1% ऑफ द टोटल लाइट. ठीक है, तो 1 to 5% एट द मोस्ट. इन द क्लास 10th वी आर स्टडी ओनली 1%. ठीक है, सो यू कैन कंसिडर दैट. इट डिपेंड्स हाउ मच leaves are there in any plant and how much light is falling, or whether all the leaves are getting enough of light and how much light is reflecting, whether the leaf is shining or not and all. So कई सारे factor on which it will be depending, and it will depending from plant to plant. So on average we are consider it is only 2 to 10% of PAR, not total light. Okay. Now, so it is very important to know that the solar energy captured by the plant flows through the different organisms of an ecosystem. The plant is produced this in the form of, this energy is converted into, that is the radiation energy, the light energy is converted into chemical energy. Okay, now chemical energy is in the form of carbohydrate, in the form of protein, in the form of fat, or the DNA, or any other organic molecule. So whenever we consumed them, this morning I had breakfast, I had some upma. Now upma is actually made up of wheat. Okay, so wheat grains and that is mainly containing starch and some amount of protein. So the starch and protein will be giving me energy, not now, after 6, 7, 8 hours when it will be digested. And the previous night whatever I had chapati, and I had some rice, and I had some fried item, chips and all, and some वो सारी चीज़ें they are digested and they are used for energy. Now they may be proteins, they may be carbohydrate. The body give the preference, we are already studied in class 11, that is the body give preference to the carbohydrate because it has got higher oxygen percentage in compared to the carbon and hydrogen. ठीक है, तो that is why carbohydrate is used. When the carbohydrate is used is not there, then the body will switch over to fat and then later on protein. तो body के पास है ability, but body can easily use proteins and fats also. और ये सब कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, लिविंग बींग्स. ऑल ऑर्गन्स आर डिपेंड फॉर देयर फूड ऑन द प्रोड्यूसर्स, आइदर डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली. ये तो पहली लाइन से समझ आ गया, सन इज द अल्टीमेट सोर्स. ठीक है, सो यू फाइंड द यूनिडायरेक्शनल फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी फ्रॉम सन टू प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड देन टू कंज्यूमर. ये लाइन तो बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. व्हाट इज मेंट बाय द यूनिडायरेक्शनल? यूनिडायरेक्शन मतलब द सनलाइट कैन नॉट बी रीयूज्ड. एनर्जी एक बार आई सनलाइट के फॉर्म में, प्लांट्स कन्वर्टेड देम इनटू केमिकल एनर्जी, प्रोटीन, कार्बोहाइड्रेट, फैट के अंदर. वो एनर्जी को हम खाएंगे, विल कन्वर्टेड इनटू एटीपी. एटीपी विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू मैकेनिकल एनर्जी, काम करने के लिए. दैट विल अल्टीमेटली चेंज इनटू फॉर्म ऑफ हीट, देन साउंड एनर्जी, देन इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी, देन अदर फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी. ये जितने भी फॉर्म हैं एनर्जी के, अल्टीमेटली दे ऑल आर चेंज इनटू heat energy, and these forms of energy are not reusable. Once it is used forever, so they are not reusable. ठीक है, so that is why it is said the flow of energy is unidirectional. Okay, so you learn the unidirectional flow of energy from the sun to producers and producers to consumer. Is this keeping with the first law of thermodynamics? First law of thermodynamics क्या कहता है? Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. So do this implies on this line also कि प्लांट ने जो है जो भी कुछ खाया मतलब बनाया उसको एनिमल ने खाया, एनिमल से दूसरा एनिमल ने खाया. तो इज दैट फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक्स एक्टिंग हियर, दैट इज द एनर्जी कैन नीदर बी क्रिएटेड नॉट बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. और व्हेन वी सेज दैट द एनर्जी लॉस्ट फ्रॉम द लिविंग बीइंग्स आर नॉट यूज्ड बाय समवन एल्स, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड यूनिडायरेक्शनल. So of course it is implying or it is following the first law of thermodynamics, that is energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can change into such form which is not usable by us. That is, it may come out in the form of heat energy or sound energy or light energy or some other form. लाइट भी इतनी लाइट रहेगी कि उसको कोई प्लांट क्या यूज़ करेगा और क्या ही फोटोसिंथेसिस करेगा. अगर कोई जुगनू थोड़ी सी लाइट निकालता है तो what that much of light will be used for photosynthesis. Further, ecosystem are not exempt from the second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics क्या कह रहा है? That is the energy जो है वो डिक्रीज होती है, एंट्रोपी इंक्रीज होती है, मतलब चीज़ें जो होती हैं वो डिसऑर्डर हो जाती है. मेजर प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड हर्बीवोर्स आर वुडी प्लांट, लाइकवाइज प्राइमरी प्रोड्यूसर एंड द एक्वेटिक इकोसिस्टम ऑल. ठीक है, और ऑल दी स्पीशीज जो होती हैं वो भी सब के सब डिकम्पोज होंगी, वो भी सब घिसेंगी, वो भी सब खराब होंगी. कोई भी चीज़ संसार में अमर रहने के लिए नहीं आया है. तो सेकेंड लॉ यहाँ पे भी लग रहा है. You have read about the food chain and the web that exists in the nature, starting from the plant, that is the producer, food chain, and the rather webs are formed. Such
എനിക്കറിയാം, നീ കേട്ടെന്ന് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി. How I know? How you know? How I know?
तुम मेरा सारा वीडियो खराब कर दिया बच्ची. ओके, तो you have read about the food chain and the food web that exists in the nature, starting from the plant, that is the producer, food chain, or rather webs are formed such that the animal feed onto the plant and on other animals and in turn feed onto the other organism. मतलब there is a sequence. The chain or web is formed because of the interdependency. No, herbivores will be consumed by the carnivores will be consumed by the further carnivore or top carnivore, and this is how the energy जो है passes from one trophic level to level. No energy that is trapped in an organism remain in it forever, even if you keep it in the any safe place. The organism will decompose, and this is the second law of energy, the second law of thermodynamics, which says that nothing can be kept in the same form forever. वो तो डिकम्पोज होंगे, डिग्रेड होंगे, खराब होंगे, एंट्रोपी उसकी बढ़ेगी. Now it depends कि what the substance is made up of. If it is made up of glass, it may take several years to decompose. If it is plastic, it may take several years. If it is wood, it will take less time. Or if it is earthworm, it may take either 1 or 2 days even. ठीक है? So it depends on the substance and all. ठीक है? The energy trapped in the producer, hence it is either passed to the consumer or to the organism when died, it passes to the decomposers. ठीक है? Death of the organism, the beginning of the death food chain. Now again next stage. All the animals depend on the plant directly or indirectly. Hence they are called consumers and they are heterotroph. If they feed onto the producers, the plants, then they are called primary consumer. If they are eating the animal, then they are called secondary. ठीक है? तो it will depend now which level they are. Suppose there is a food chain given for the illustration here, that is the grass is there, grass is eaten by the goat, so goat is primary producer, goat is eaten away by man, the man is secondary consumer. Since goat and man cannot produce energy, so they are consumer, and since grass can produce energy, they are producers. ठीक है? तो कंज्यूमर एंड प्रोड्यूसर्स का डिफरेंस आपको समझ आया होगा. ईच लेवल, ईच ऑर्गेनिज्म विच इज देयर इन अ फूड चेन, दे विल बी नोन एज ट्रॉफिक लेवल, वेयर द वर्ड ट्रॉफ स्टैंड फॉर, बताओ ट्रॉफ मतलब, ट्रॉफ का मतलब होता है न्यूट्रिएंट. ठीक है? तो न्यूट्रिएंट लेवल और फूड लेवल, एंड दैट इज व्हाई हम फूड चेन कह रहे हैं ना. हर ऑर्गेनिज्म क्या है, जब आप बायो का ये वाला चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं, तो यू शुड नॉट हैव एनी डाउट दैट वी ऑल द लिविंग बीइंग्स इन दिस वर्ल्ड आर ओनली फूड. Someone was food for some other organism, that organism will become food for someone else. We may also become food for someone else. If you go to the jungle without any protection, naturally some lion or tiger or a panther or a leopard or any other organism may eat away. तो वी विल बिकम फूड फॉर देम. ठीक है, हमने अपनी जान बचा ली, हम किसी को भोजन नहीं बनने दिया अपनी ज़िंदगी भर में. दैट इज द प्रैक्टिस फॉलोड बाय एवरी ऑर्गन. एवरी ऑर्गन हैज़ गॉट देयर ओन मैकेनिज्म टू प्रिवेंट from being eaten away, but some are not able to protect themselves, मर जाते हैं. हम ऑर्गन बच जाएंगे, लेकिन कब तक? The day will die and will be buried. If so, after the burial, the microbes will eat. After the burial, the other decomposers, they will be there, they will eat. And if we don't let our body to be given for the burial and we burn it, so automatically those substances are coming back to the environment for recycling. So ultimate aim is the recycling. Next type, that is detritus food chain. So far we have studied only about the grazing food chain which start from the producers. Now detritus food chain क्या है, that always start from the fragmenters. ठीक है, तो detritus chain food chain जो है begin from the dead organic matter and made up of decomposers. They are heterotrophic organisms, mainly fungi and bacteria, and they meet the energy nutrient requirement by degrading the dead organic matter or detritus. वो मरी हुई चीज़ों को जो गिर जाती हैं, जब नीचे गिरी रहती हैं, जो झड़ जाती हैं, दे मे बी लीव, दे मे बी फ्रूट्स, दे मे बी एक्सक्रीटा ऑफ सम एनिमल्स, और दे मे बी डिकम्पोज मतलब फलन पार्ट, ओल्ड ट्रीज, ड्राई प्लांट्स और डेड बॉडीज, ऑल दीज आर detritus, and later on they will be eaten away by the other organisms. ठीक है, decomposers secrete digestive enzymes and break down. सेप्रोफाइट भी कहते हैं उनको, है ना. सेप्रो का मतलब क्या होता है, रॉटन. फाइट का मतलब क्या होता है, फाइट का मतलब प्लांट होता है. तो इससे दे earlier they used to be called as a plant because they had cell wall, but now we have separated them. Now they are no more called as the saprophyte, they are called saprotrophs or simply saprobes. So sapros have got some sort of enzyme which they secrete on the dead body. So suppose this duster is dead body and some microbe are there, so they will secrete enzymes. So they will digest this particular portion. And since the process of digestion is taking place outside in the environment, decomposition will cause foul odor, badbu. ठीक है, that is called दुर्गंध, that is called rottening. Rottening से वहाँ नाम आया sapro. ठीक है, and the digestive nutrients will be absorbed by them. So they have their digestion outside the body. Decomposers secrete digestive enzymes that break down the dead and the waste material into simple inorganic material, which are subsequently absorbed by them. In the aquatic ecosystem, in the aquatic ecosystem, GFC is the main conduit of energy. On the aquatic ecosystem, in the water bodies, maybe pond, pool, lake, river, sea, जो भी है, there the main flow of energy किसके through हो रही है, GFC. That is the phytoplankton to zooplankton to the smaller organisms, amphibian and crustaceans, then to the higher animals. ठीक है, लेकिन जमीन पे, ठीक है, जमीन पे क्या है, DFC. तो देखा आगे पढ़ते हैं इस लाइन को. इन द एक्वेटिक इकोसिस्टम GFC इज द मेजर कंटेंट ऑफ एनर्जी फ्लो एज अगेंस्ट द टेरेस्ट्रियल इकोसिस्टम. अ मच लार्जर फ्रैक्शन ऑफ एनर्जी फ्लोज थ्रू द detritus फूड चेन एंड देन थ्रू द GFC. ठीक है, GFC से ज़्यादा एनर्जी किसमें जा रही है, DFC में. ठीक है, detritus food chain may be connected with the grazing food chain at some level. हो सकता है fragmenter, cockroach or earthworm that is eaten away by some bird. Bird is a part of GFC. Cockroach and earthworm are part of the DFC. ठीक है, mushroom part of DFC. And human came, they found that mushroom is good enough, काटे साग बना के खा गए. So we are the part of GFC, we are not a part of the DFC. So DFC and GFC may be interconnected at number of places. ठीक है, some animal like cockroach, crows, etc. are omnivores. The natural interconnection of the food chain makes a food web, which look like a web. Or in simple words, which we are studying in class, and we used to say that intermingling of two or more food chain is called food web, where one organ used to be consumed by several other organs. ठीक है, other in the different food chain. जैसे ये grass है, grass can be eaten by the grasshopper, it can be eaten by the sparrow, it can be eaten by the rabbit, it can be eaten by the bear. Now we are talking about the grass status. It's not simply meant by grass. वो तो any plant product हो सकता है. तो वो यहाँ पे human भी आ गया, and वो तो human तो इसको भी खा सकते हैं. वो तो sparrow मतलब हमारे यहाँ नहीं खाते हैं, लेकिन खाने वाले खाते हैं. खाने वाले तो grasshopper को भी खाते हैं. पाकिस्तानी बहुत अच्छे बना के खा रहे हैं डेली फर्स्ट को. ठीक है, और फिर ये bear हो गए, फिर ये हो गए. You can even take deer, एंड बहुत सारे लोग उसको भी खा जाते हैं. हम यहाँ पे लाइन नहीं करते हैं, लाइन को डियर भी खा जाएंगे, रैबिट भी खा. ग्रास हॉपर को नहीं खाएंगे, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पर आप फॉक्स लिख दीजिए, फॉक्स किसको खाएंगे, तो डियर को भी खा सकते हैं और रैबिट को भी खा सकते हैं, देखेंगे स्पैरो, ठीक है। एंड फॉक्स में नॉट यूज, डॉग रख दीजिए कहीं पे, यहाँ डॉग कैन बी, they can eat them, they can eat them, they can not eat them. So there is a intermingling of several members, food chain. ये एक food chain थी, grass, grasshopper, man. There is another food chain, grass, sparrow, and man. 1 minute. So this is called food chain. Organism occupy a place in a natural surrounding or in community according to their feeding relationship with the other organism. Based on to the source of their descent, तो हमने उनको trophic level. Now there is some strange thing. What we find that the human being can occupy first place if we any that is plant product, गाजर खाएंगे, मूली खाएंगे, एप्पल खाएंगे, then we are directly depending on the grass. So we are at the second trophic level. But let us eat first grass by goat, and then we are eating goat. So we are at the second trophic level. Okay. So the same is true with the other, like some of the plant products consumed by the dogs directly, or the dogs, rabbit is eating grass first and then that is consumed by the same, or sometimes the organism can even reach to the third place and all. So there are some organisms which do not have a fixed defined place, so they can keep changing their position. Okay, so that's all. What are the in an ecosystem, GFC is the major, नहीं ये तो पढ़ लिया था कॉर्पोरेशन में. Okay, the organism occupy a place in the natural surrounding or its community according to their feeding relationship with the other organism. Based on the source of nutrition or food, organism occupy a specific place in the food chain and is not in the trophic level. तो फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड ट्रॉपिक लेवल हो जाएंगे. प्रोड्यूसर बिलोंगिंग टू द फर्स्ट ट्रॉपिक लेवल, हर्बीवोर टू सेकंड ट्रॉपिक लेवल, फर्स्ट कार्निवोर विल बी द सेकंड ट्रॉपिक लेवल, थर्ड ट्रॉपिक लेवल, एंड सो ऑन एंड ऑल. So this is an idea, this is a food chain given here, and which gives us an idea. Primary producer is the first trophic level, then primary producer, and the primary consumer is second trophic level, the secondary consumer third trophic level, and the tertiary consumer is fourth trophic level. And there are some of the examples given here. ठीक है. The important point of to note here is the amount of energy decreases in the each successive place. ठीक है. First trophic level to second trophic level to third trophic level, energy is continuously decreasing. Where the energy going? It is converting into the heat as we have to carry out our day-to-day activities. So all those activities require heat. So that heat is ultimately coming from food. So the food will go on decreasing. ठीक है. It is something like that कि अगर हम किसी को बोलें कि भाई वेरी सिंपल सम चाइल्ड्स बर्थडे और उसने क्या है तो he just don't want the others to know, but all his friends are sitting in this one row. So what he just give one dairy milk and say कि भाई अपना अपना क्यूब निकाल लो एक और let the chocolate pass there and don't let anyone else know. So by the time chocolate will reach to the last drop, उसके पास शायद one cube ही आएगा. कोई बेईमान भी होते हैं, शायद पीछे तक जाएगी, but in the living system it is not so. Okay, so I think that's enough for today. The standing crop and all we'll do in tomorrow's class. That's all, children.